On live video going here, and we'll see. Let's see if we can get this. Trying to get this right, the lighting right, because we are about to do a tutorial on a head shaver today. There we go. All right, here we go. All right, guys, I am live, and this is the BHT Beards, Heads, and Thread YouTube channel. My name is Chad, if we've never met, and welcome to my YouTube channel, and welcome to my Amazon Live storefront. So today, I'm gonna be talking about a new head shaver. What's going on, BJ? Good to have you. Twitch, what's up, man? So today, I'm talking to two different audiences. I'm talking to YouTube, and I'm talking to Amazon, and I'm talking about a new head shaver that I've discovered. I tried it out a little bit the other day on my chest because I obviously couldn't shave my head. But this one is a little bit different. Now, I'm going to do a tutorial here in just a few moments, but I want to go over some specs on this thing and let you guys know why it's so different than the normal head shavers that I have tried out in the past. Now, if you follow this channel, to some degree, I don't care if you're here for beard care stuff, if you're here, I mean, this is all men's grooming, but I don't care if you're here for beard care stuff, or if you're here for like head shaving, skincare, fashion, you name it, whatever. But if you follow this channel long enough, you'll know that I go through a lot of head shavers, kind of going over my thoughts on them, which ones are good, which ones aren't the best, and pros and cons to all of these head shavers. Now, there are all kinds of pros and cons when it comes to head shavers. One of the ones that I talk about a lot are the head shavers that have the little doors that open. You know what I'm talking about? You open it like this and it kind of opens on all of these. Now, there are several different head shavers out there that do that. Some of them are really, really good head shavers, right? But they just have those doors that open up like that. And I don't really care for those doors that open on these blades. Why? Because, well, it's kind of hard on some of them, especially the higher the numbers you get as far as the blades, you know, the 6D head shavers, you know, 6 heads, you know, this one's a 7, but the higher you get, the harder it gets. And so this is one that's got 7. And so when I got it, I was a little bit leery. I thought, okay, here we go. Another head shaver that's going to have those doors that's going to be hard to open. And so, but I'll check it out. So I've got this, and this one does also, another thing that I like to talk about is, you know, we've kind of evolved into some innovation on a lot of these head shavers. They are having more of like, indicators like, you know, LED displays that tell you the battery lives, especially the percentage. That's one thing that I really look for. But a lot of these head shavers still are kind of like left in the dark. You know, they've got the 3 indicators, you know, high charge, medium to some degree, and then low, but you don't know when the battery is going to go out. So I'm always like, man, I just wish that this type of head shaver would actually have like, you know, an actual percentage of where the battery's at. So that's another thing. Some cons also on other head shavers. You know, I thought, well, a lot of these head shavers may have this and this and this, but they've got a, they've got a specific charging cable that has to go with that head shaver. Well, a lot of them have actually went to USB-C chargers, right? Charging cables. So that makes it really nice because if you are like the average person and you have the USB-C on your Android phone or your Apple phone, you can take your head shaver, and if you're anything like me and perhaps maybe you forgot your charging cable, you can pull out your phone and charge your head shaver itself there. So that makes it really, really nice on a lot of these head shavers as well. So we always talk about the battery, you know, is battery life good? But the main thing is how good is the shave? And that's the thing we always look for. Well, keep in mind, as I say on most of my shaver reviews, that a lot of head shavers that we know of aren't necessarily ever, and I mean ever, going to get you a shave as close as a traditional razor. The idea of having a head shaver is to save you time and to get as close of a shave as you can and keep yourself from cutting your head when you're in a hurry, nicking your head, you know, all these things. And also it saves blades and stuff over time because you guys know cartridge blades or straight edge blades, you know, straight edge razors are easier, more reasonable, less price when you buy bulk. But the cartridge razors, you go to like Harry's or, you know, you might save a little bit of money, but you go to like big box stores like Walmart or anything like that, you're going to spend a lot of money on these cartridge razors for your actual razor. So with that being said, that is the reason why we use head shavers, is not because we want the closest shave, but we do want to find what shaves the closest, because why not? Why not get the best, right? So I've discovered this one. Okay, this is what it looks like. And it's orange and black. So all of you guys that are like, you know, OSU fans, or perhaps, you know, you guys are big Ohio, Cincinnati Bengals fans, you guys are going to love this. You know, you can see orange and black. It does have the 7 blades on it, not 6. So that's nice, right? So again, you know, going back to the blades, but wait a minute before you freak out. These don't do that. This is magnetized. Is that not crazy? But look at the magnetization power on this. Boom. Boom. Really nice and powerful. I'm telling you, it is great. Now, I probably should have cleaned this thing out a little bit more, because I did some shaving or trimming rather with this thing on my chest, because I didn't really have any hair to shave. And I just thought, well, okay, if this thing will trim my long hairs on my chest, then it's got to do really good on my head. And it actually cut pretty good. So I'm excited about trying this one out. Now, I don't have a real long, you know, hair right now, but I will say that you want to keep it like to, you know, maybe 5 millimeters or a 1/4 inch hair growth, because if not, you're going to be snagging and pulling your hairs out. So a lot of people say, well, your hair's not even that long, you know, to shave. Well, that's the idea. You want to keep it short before you shave it, because it will hurt. Trust me, I've done tons of reviews on head shavers where I've let them grow out too long just to get that drastic look, because I already have thin hair on top and it's light. It's kind of harder to see sometimes, but I wanted to show that to you guys, that it's 7 and it's magnetic. So check this out. It does have a travel lock, okay? It says on there low. Why? I don't know. I haven't really read too much on the display stuff. I'm just kind of going over my initial thoughts on this, but it does have a travel lock. You hold this down for 3 seconds and you can see it's coming on. Okay, so now notice that there are 2 different things on this. There is a battery life on the bottom, and that says it's 93%. So it's about I mean, if this goes off minutes, that'd be like 1 hour and 33 minutes, but I'm not sure at this moment if the percentage kind of goes hand in hand with minutes. But I will say that if you hit this again, right here, it says it's 66,000 RPMs, 66,000 RPMs right there. If you hit this again, check that out, 70,000 RPMs. So this reminds me a lot of the Brio Rays. One of the things that I absolutely loved about the Brio Rays when it was actually available was the fact that it did have 2 different options. It had like a speed 1, speed 2. By the way, the new one's going to have it, and it's coming out very, very soon, and I've had a chance to try it out, so a little plug for that. Keep in mind, you know, I will be releasing a video soon on that on this channel on YouTube, BHT thread, Beards, Heads, and Threads. But this has 2 different RPM levels, like speeds, kind of like the Brio Beardscape, you know. Really, really cool. I love that. I think it's amazing. It does have the USB-C charging capabilities. So again, that's a plus, because that's what I look for a lot in my videos on these head shavers. So let's kind of recap. It's got the digital display. It tells the battery where you're at. It's got 2 different RPMs, which I don't really push too much on my videos because it's not a big necessity. I always want the higher RPMs. You know, I think of one that's got 10,000 RPMs, which is probably one of the highest ones that I've seen. But this one's got 2 different RPM speeds to it. It's got a travel lock. It's got the magnetic heads, which is really, really nice. And it's got 7 blades. Now, just going over the specs real quick, I can't really tell you just now off the top what the battery life is like, because this is like my first time really getting into it, other than the other day when I first got it. But I will say one of the things that sets this one apart from all the other ones that I discovered. Now, I'm just going to tell you this right now. It's up there, kind of like the design with Skull Shaver. A lot of people love Skull Shaver. Skull Shaver is a great head shaver. People have mixed thoughts, but it's a solid head shaver. But the cool thing is most of these that come off like this, you're going to have each individual blade that you just don't want to take out. And I talked about this on several different videos of mine. You don't want to take them out because you can't get that like coil or rotary foil back into the actual blade or cartridge, and then you have to buy another one. But here's the crazy thing about this. These do. You unscrew this, and this whole thing comes off, and I'm not gonna do it because, you know, it took me a little time to kind of screw it back on, but this can screw off counterclockwise, and it pulls off, and you can take each of these blades right off of this cartridge and clean every one of them singly. So I'm telling you guys, this is one of the best ones that I've seen as far as the specs. Somebody has been listening, obviously, to nail every one of these specs. Their innovation is there. They are putting their money where, you know, it makes it a lot easier for us guys when it comes to head shaving to make our lives just more simple when it comes to shaving our heads, right? So trying to clean this thing out. It does come with a brush to clean out, so keep that in mind. I should have done that before this video, but I didn't realize it was this bad. So anyways, as you see, once again, I do have head hair. I'm gonna get a little closer to both cameras here. So you can see here, I always tell everybody, you want to have a nice pre-shave oil before you shave your head. Now you can obviously, you can shave your head, not a problem, dry. You know, you can shave your head dry, you can shave it wet. You can shave both, you know. You shave it in the car, shave it in the shower, anywhere. But I myself like to wet shave, and I'm obviously not gonna wet shave today because I don't want to get the shaving gel and all that on my head right now. But I'm going to kind of show you, and I think it's a lot easier for you to see the actual shaver, how it's working when there's not shaving gel and shaving cream on there. But I am gonna put some pre-shave oil on, and a couple that I wanna recommend in this video is going to be the Grooming. And this is the pre-shave oil, natural. It's got a lemongrass scent to it. I like it. And another one that I like too, that I've been really using lately, is the Freebird. It's lubricating pre-shave oil. This has got a nice, smooth, clean sandalwood scent to it. So I think today I'm going to use the actual Freebird. I like that sandalwood scent. Just a very nice, clean scent to it. I'm going to shake this up and put a little bit on my hand, some oil to kind of lubricate and open up the pores of my head before I start plugging away, shaving it. So I'm just going to make sure to get in the very, very back of my head. Now, if you guys ever have issues with getting irritations like on the back lower side of your head, a lot of times it's because you don't have enough lubrication on your head. And pre-shave oil or shaving gel will help, but I'm telling you right now, pre-shave oil and also post-treatment to your head is a big, huge thing when it comes to shaving your head, all right? So I'm just kind of rubbing this oil in, all right? So now I'm just gonna put the excess right into my arm, elbows. I love the smell of this pre-shave oil, amazing. Now, the pre-shave oil, the actual shaving lotion and the aftershave lotion, or the, shaving gel and the aftershave lotion from Freebird, they all have the same scent. It's gonna be that nice sandalwood scent, nothing crazy overbearing on the scent, but it's got a nice scent to it. I like the pump top. So I'm gonna just talk to you for just about a minute, and then I'm gonna get started into this. So there are a lot of head shavers out there. Let me know in the chat, do you guys have a head shaver that you guys use right now? Like, what is your favorite that you have discovered? Now, there are several out there that I like. I'm not gonna really get into them in this video because this video is not about other head shavers. I'm not on here to talk about other head shavers. I'm just simply on here to talk about this Maxgroom 2.0 head shaver that's on Amazon. In fact, I think it's like $47 or $48, somewhere around there, could be between. On Amazon, I have a storefront link I'll drop below. You can see it on my storefront, but you can get this thing, and I'm telling you, for 58 bucks, there's no hidden deal on there, like, they're gonna hit you with like a subscription, of blades. I do believe that most of these head shavers that are selling for 30 bucks, they do have a disclaimer when you're about to purchase it. It'll say that you are signing up for this price to have ongoing subscription to blades, because that's obviously how they make their money. But the point of it is that most of these head shavers are going to be like $70, $80 to $100, depending if you're going all the way to like skull shaver and all that. So, and that's how much they normally would cost, but a lot of them will drop the price down to like 30 bucks, $40 sometimes, because they want to get you that discount, but they also want to kind of retain their money and get their money back by the subscriptions. Well, this one, from what I understand, on Amazon, obviously there's no subscription. It's going to be $47 or $48 straight there. You can get it, Amazon Prime shipping the next day to you. I'm pretty sure it's, actually, I take that back. I don't think it's the next day. I think there's a few days delivery time on that. Like if you purchase today, I think you'd get it by, well, at least I would. If I purchased today, I looked at it earlier, I'd get it by Wednesday. But still, Wednesday, few days, that's not too bad. The weekend's around the corner. But this head shaver is really, really nice. And I'm going to get right into it. I'm getting started with it. You can see right here, I've got some hair on the side. And I'm just going to turn this on. And I'm going to start out with 70,000 RPMs, because I want to have it the highest RPMs. I want to see how fast it'll burn right through. And I'm going to keep it lower to my ear. That way, it's more coarser and darker here than up here. Obviously, I'm more thinner on top. So if I keep it down here and kind of shave a strip here, you'll be able to see more of, consistency or contrast rather, of this head shaver. I'm going to tell you how it feels. Right now, it feels really comfortable, really comfortable. And a lot of people, or at least me, when I do these head shavers, they're just not that comfortable. And most head shavers, you want to go in a circular motion. I'm just going back and forth because this does have 7 blades. It's got that one in the middle, so it's not going to necessarily leave a hair behind. Look at that, guys. Can you see that? Can you see that? Pretty good, right? Now, I will say that a lot of head shavers, they do okay, but then when I get down by the, my sideburns where it's real coarse, right, going right above that, sideburn right there, it starts getting really, really hard. I've got to go over several passes on a lot of head shavers. And some of even like known head shavers that I got to do the same thing. By the way, this does have a big, spacious real estate to it. I mean, head cartridge, so it's picking up a lot of hairs in each pass, which is nice. It's saving me time from having to continue to go back for it. So I'm just going to just see if I can take that little patch off right here above my sideburn and see if it's going to have to be over and over and over type of deal like a lot of other head shavers. So you can see right there, look at that. I've practically already taking that off. You see that? Crazy. This is phenomenal how good this head shaver. Phenomenal how good this head shaver is. And it's really smooth. It really is. So I'm going to keep going and just kind of talking to you while I do it. I mean, I got to tell you, there's some head shavers that are rough on my head. And this one is nice. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a moment, I'm going to turn around so that way you can see more of my hair. It's thicker in the back, and I'm just going to shave a line straight up the back of my head so you can see a big difference in the contrast, okay? So I'm not going to really talk when I turn around. I do have the microphone here for Amazon, and the YouTube one is just from a shotgun mic, so you're not going to really be able to hear me. So I'm just going to turn around right now, and I'm just going to let this do its job and show you and let the results show. And I'm going to do it this way, so that way, because the chair back, all right? So you should be able to see right now how good that shaved. I mean, I can literally feel it like a patch just completely shaved right down the middle of my head, okay? And that is phenomenal. I mean, did not take me very much to do, and it was literally very, very comfortable. Now, keep in mind, this does have an OctoFlex 7D patented design that Maxgroom has that other places do not have. It's patented. So I'm gonna try this side so we can see if we can get some man, this thing is just so comfortable. As you can see, not a problem taking that off. There's that side brown. There's that sideburn right there. Let's see if I can just take that off the top here. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Look at that, guys. Wow. I'm telling you guys right now, I got a pretty good feeling that this head shaver is going to give a lot of other ones a run for their money. I'm telling you right now. With all the things that they have here for the price, I mean, you're getting a lot of bang and specs that, you know, a lot of bells and whistles for just the simple price of, what was it, 40, 50 bucks between there. And my head is practically almost always shaven, and it literally did not take very long to do, and it's very smooth too, by the way. Very smooth. Very smooth. And I'm sure this thing, I probably wouldn't recommend it without like using like a trimmer first. But I bet you this thing would plow right through like back hair. You got back hair, chest hair like I do. I mean, I'm not too concerned about my chest hair, but like my back hair, you know, I think I might just go ahead and just use a trimmer and then go ahead and hit this possibly with it. But man, this thing is... it's fire. Man. My head is feeling really smooth right now. Really smooth. And in my head, I can get away with my head right now if I wanted to, but I don't want to miss any little spots. So I'm just kind of hitting it real quick. Just tapping it real quick over. Man, that's stinking smooth, guys. That is smooth, my friends. Very smooth. Very smooth. I mean, the only thing that would make it any smoother would be just a tap, just a glaze with a razor. I mean, it's pretty dang stinking smooth. Not even a peach fuzz. I'm going to be looking good and ready to go tomorrow. I've got some things I got to take care of and do, and my head's going to be nice and shaved. I just straightened up the beard last night, and I don't know about you guys, but when I shave my head, I feel really, really good. I really do. I feel nice and clean, and man, that freaking thing is smooth as a freaking baby's bottom. Guys, fantastic here. Okay, so I will say that after that shave, I think I said it was like 92 or 93% on the battery, and it's at 81 right now, okay? 81%, all right? So perhaps maybe it doesn't go off of the minutes when it comes to the percentage. I'm not sure. I'll take a look at the instructions and I'll kind of update as well. But this is definitely going to be one that's in my rotation when it comes to shaving my head. I mean, I really like it. You know, I talk about other head shavers that I like on this channel, but this one, phenomenal, fantastic, amazing stuff here. The quality, I mean, it feels like quality. I mean, it's not real heavy, but it's not real light either. It feels good too. I like to hold it like this. It's got like a nice little, you know, handle. It's not rubber or anything. It's just all plastic. but it feels good. It does have a kind of like a knurled button right there, power button. But man, guys, this one, amazing. Now, maybe they'll come out with a stand. I don't know how the stand would work, really. It probably wouldn't unless they, I don't know. They could maybe come up with a design, but it's kind of an awkward shape to have a stand. Perhaps maybe a travel pouch or something like that. But man, guys, I got to tell you, amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. I did look on Amazon. I'm just going to take a look real quick here to let you know. They do have replacement blades, and the replacement blades are going to be like $25.99. So again, looking at the price, $47 as of this video right now, 49 cents on Amazon. It's subject to change, obviously, but this one is an amazing head shaver, and this one, obviously $25.99 for a replacement blade. You could probably get months by with the same head shaver blade if you clean them out. So that will be as smooth as using a foil razor. No, it will not be as close as a traditional razor. Nothing will, but it's pretty dang close. I mean, if you want to get something that's going to be fast, something that you can knock out real quick out the door while you're on the run, you don't want to have to deal with the razor, all that stuff that comes along with that. Taking a chance cutting yourself. This is pretty doggone close. I mean, very, very close. So, I mean, it's up to you. A lot of people, I'll still sometimes every now and then use a razor. Not very often as much as I used to. I used to use like the leaf razor all the time, which is a pretty pricey one, but it's metal. My wife uses it now. She's taken it over. She uses it for her legs when she shaves them all the time. More for like her underarms. She uses the another head shaver for her legs that she's kind of fell in love with, that I've talked about in the past on this channel. But for the underarms, she uses my leaf razor, which is a great razor. Traditional razors are great, but I just try to save time and less cuts. Not that I cut myself very often, but it just kind of saves me a lot of time, and I like the way they feel too. I do. I don't have to keep going over, making sure I don't cut something. I just hit it with one of these head shavers, and this is IPX7 rated. You can put this in the shower, not have to worry about getting it wet in the water. But anyways, I wanted to do a live stream video to kind of show you and showcase this brand new head shaver 7 blade Maxgroom 2.0. It does have, again, that Octo shave, the Octo Flex patent on it for the 7D, and I think it's phenomenal, guys. My first look at it, first shave tutorial with it, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to when I get off this, I'm going to be using the Freebird Post Lotion shave for my head, and so that'll kind of just, repair my head after the shave, and I'll be good to go, guys. So thanks so much for watching this. Make sure you hit the like button if you do find good content here. Let's see, do you happen to know where the replacement blades are sold? Right there on Amazon. You can buy them on Amazon. You can buy the head shaver on Amazon. You can buy the blades on Amazon. If I get a code for their website, and perhaps maybe if it's a better price, I'll drop that below. I know most people buy on Amazon because it's just easy. But again, I will say this, just disclosure, I did get this, sent to me. I didn't pay for it. I like to tell everybody that my reviews on my head shavers are never biased. I mean, I've gotten several given to me, and I've said I don't really recommend them. This one, I'm telling you guys, I mean, you can just look at it with all of the bells and whistles that this has. I mean, it's well worth the price. But again, if for some reason they end up giving me a discount code and they give me a link to it, I'll definitely let you guys know by, put it in the description. You can come back and check it out. And obviously I'll be probably talking about this head shaver again in the future because it's pretty good. So we'll see. But for now, it's on Amazon, so make sure you go check it out. If you're interested, they do have the replacement blades. As I said before, I think they're like 25 bucks. You could probably get away with your head shaver blades if you clean them out for quite a while. I mean, I know they kind of talk about, changing them out every 2 to 3 months. A lot of these companies try to, you know, get you on their week or their monthly subscription to, you know, make sales obviously on their blades. But, and I understand that, but I think that, you know, I had a couple of head shavers before where the actual head shaver blades were actually getting dull, and I actually had to get another one. But it seemed like it was months before that ever happened. I mean, I always clean mine out with water. I use the brush, and you know, with this one, you can clean it even better than most of the other ones that you can't take the little rotary foils out. So it's really, really nice to be able to singly take them out and really clean them, like a really deep clean. And I highly recommend maybe doing that maybe after, I don't know, maybe every 5 shaves, maybe do like, you know, 5 shaves, you kind of rinse it out, and then the 5th one, you know, take every foil out and just thoroughly clean it. It's not that hard to do, guys, but overall it will save you money by taking care of your stuff. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for stopping by the stream today and checking this video out. I hope that you found good content here. I hope that you have found this video to be very useful and helpful for you, seeing not that I just talked about the specs and what it looks like, but actually showing you in detail how I actually shave my head. Now, I will say a little caveat. Normally, if I was in the shower, what I would normally be doing is putting exfoliation cream on my head and really exfoliating the skin where it's got dead skin before I even put the pre-shave oil on. But it always changes. You know, sometimes I don't do that. Sometimes I do. It just depends on where I'm at. I don't exfoliate my skin on my head like a lot of times. I think maybe, you know, maybe 3 or 4 times in a month, you know, just to tell you. So, but with that being said, I always use the pre-shave oil. I always, for the most part, use shaving gel. Again, I didn't do it today because of the stream. Didn't want to make it messy here. And I always put a after shave type of moisture on my head. Now, I will say, in fact, you know what? I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use the Freebird. I've got different ones I switch off with. I like Freebird's post-shaving cream. They've got like a moisturizer cream. Another one that's really, really good, and you know, I'm just going to say it here. You can find it on Amazon, and it's called the Bump Buddy, and it's by the Cut Buddy. Looks like this, okay? And this is all on my storefront on Amazon. You can go to my storefront. You'll find out all my recommendations on things that I actually use, okay? They're not just like stuff that randomly like, you know, there are some head shavers that I've tried and a lot of people look for that I put on there. You guys, if you follow this channel, you know there are some that I really don't care for, but I put them on there in case people perhaps decide to buy. But today in this one, obviously we talked about Grooming, you know, they have that on Amazon, or you can go to their website. But today I'm going to put this on my head. This is the Noble, and this is the Soothe. And I just talked about this on my last stream, okay? And you can get this from Noble product. And basically what I do is I just spray my head like this. It's got a nice citrus spice to it, okay? So I just spray it. I just rub that sucker in, especially in the back, on the bottom of my back of my head. I'm telling you, where I shave, right above my neck is where I have most of my irritations. And I think most people have most irritation back in here all the time. And all you want to do is just get some type of good moisturizer. You know, there's some of them out there that are really good. Of course, the 3 I just mentioned are really, really good. So I highly recommend that you guys take care of your skin and not just your hair as far as shaving it. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for stopping by the stream. I appreciate you guys, and I hope that you guys stay blessed. And if you have any more questions, make sure you send me a note, a line on my YouTube channel, Beards, Heads, and Threads. And I was going to say the BHT. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys later. Have a great night. Take care.